Hello and welcome to this lesson on sex-linked characteristics. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to understand what sex-linked inheritance means, explain why males are more likely to be affected by recessive disorders, and use genetic diagrams to predict inheritance patterns. Let's explore how genes on sex chromosomes affect traits. Sex linkage happens when a gene is found on a sex chromosome. Humans have two types of sex chromosomes. Females have two X chromosomes, while males have one X chromosome and one Y chromosome. Most sex-linked genes are carried on the X chromosome. This is because the X chromosome is much larger and contains far more genes. The Y chromosome is much smaller and carries fewer genes. This means males often have only one copy of certain sex-linked genes. So if a male inherits a recessive disorder on his X chromosome, there may not be another healthy copy to mask it. So remember, sex-linked characteristics are usually caused by genes on the X chromosome, because the Y chromosome has fewer matching genes. Now, because males only have one copy of X-linked genes, any recessive allele they inherit is more likely to be expressed. This means conditions like colorblindness or hemophilia appear more often in males. Females usually have a second healthy allele that can mask the recessive one, so females are more likely to be carriers, while males are more likely to be affected. A female with one recessive allele is called a carrier. This means she carries the disorder-causing allele. Each child has a 50% chance of inheriting that allele from her. If a son inherits it, he is more likely to be affected, because he has no second healthy copy to mask the condition. If a daughter inherits it, she may also become a carrier. Now let's also look at the father. The father is unaffected, so his X chromosome carries the normal allele. This means he cannot pass the condition to his sons, because sons receive the Y chromosome from their father. However, all daughters receive his normal X chromosome. So carriers play an important role in passing sex-linked disorders through generations, even when they do not show symptoms themselves. Now let's use a Punnett square to predict inheritance. In this example, the mother is a carrier and the father is unaffected. The mother can pass either the normal allele or the recessive colorblindness allele. The father can pass either a normal X or a Y. When we combine these possibilities, there are 4 equal outcomes: a 25% chance of a normal daughter, a 25% chance of a carrier daughter, a 25% chance of a normal son, and a 25% chance of a colorblind son. This shows that sons are at greater risk of being affected, while daughters are more likely to be unaffected or carriers. So Punnett squares help us clearly predict how sex-linked disorders can be passed through families. Each possible outcome in the Punnett square has an equal chance of occurring. This means each outcome has a probability of 25%. Now let's apply what we've learned through some exam-style practice questions. You can pause the video and try it yourself. Question number 1. A female carrier for colorblindness is crossed with a normal male. What percentage of their sons will be colorblind? Sons inherit the Y chromosome from the father and either XB or XB from the mother. This means 50% of the sons will be colorblind. Question number 2. A colorblind male and a normal female have children. Will any daughters be colorblind? All daughters will inherit the affected X from the father and a normal X from the mother, making them carriers. None will be colorblind. And lastly, a normal male and a female carrier have a child with colorblindness. Explain which parent passed on the recessive allele. Only the mother carries the XB allele. So the mother passed on the recessive allele XB because the father only contributes XB or Y, neither of which carries the condition.